Hey guys, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In previous video tutorial, I have shown you how to write a Java program for linear search using iterative approach, right? And this is the code which I had written from the scratch, where just I'm taking input array size from the keyboard, then we are taking all the input of the array element again from the keyboard, and we take the search key, right? And we call this method linear search, and just we are iterating throughout the array, and we are trying to find the search key. If that search key we find in the array, then we return the index number, right? Else we return the -1. If we look into the this complexity of this program, right? So time complexity with the big O of n, right? Because we have to scan throughout the array, right? Now if you look into the space complexity, then space complexity nothing but the just we required one variable to save, right? That is nothing but a search key element, right? So space complexity is big O of 1, right? Now same program we have to write using a recursive approach, right? So what I'll do, I'll copy this project and I'll paste it in the same workspace, and I'll give the name as linear search with uh, recursive approach, right? So let me write the recursive approach here. So let me close this file, and I have created this project with uh, here you can here I'm going to use recursive approach, right? So now I'll keep like few things like taking array size from the keyboard, taking array elements from the keyboard, and again taking a search key element from the keyboard. These things as it is. Only I need to change this method. I'll write from the scratch. So just I'm going to remove this method, and here when we talk about the how to write a same program using recursive approach, then here first of all we have an array element that will be as it is, right? Second thing, we are going to pass a starting index of my search, basically a search input array. So here I'm going to create a start index, something like this, right? And that I'm going to initialize with a 0, right? 0 would be the starting index of input array. Now second thing, I'm going to pass last index, right? Last index. So last index is nothing but the input array size -1, right? So that I'm going to write. And what would be the last thing we have to pass the basically search key, which is already there. So this method signature is going to change basically. So first of all input array, then a starting index, then last index, right? And then of course we have to pass the search key which we want to search in this array element, right? Now here we have created the method something like this. Here I'm going to write first of all if last index is smaller than start index, right? Then right away I will return -1, right? So that is not possible at all, right? So here if last index is greater than here first index is greater than last index, right? Then we will return the -1. Second searching criteria, we will write if input array then start index, if we find a search element on the starting index itself, right? Search key on the starting index, then we return the this starting index, right? I will return start index. I hope it would be very clear, right? Now a recursive call. Now so we have considered the corner cases right over here. Now we need to write the recursive. In recursive call, what is recursion? Recursion is nothing but the calling method itself is called recursion. So here now rest of the things we will consider under the recursive call. So in recursive call, here you can see first of all we have an input array, yeah. Now starting index, there will be some change. So I would say here a starting index, 0th index already I have taken care, right? Now we have to increment every time index by 1. So I'm writing start index plus 1. Right. Third thing is the last index. Last index would be the absolutely same, right? That would be fixed. Now search key, which we want to search from the array, right? So here let me tell you the how basically this code is going to execute. So when you call this method, right, then we are passing basically input array, then start index, last index, and then search key, right? So let's say here a search element we found on the starting index, then in that first index is going to return. Let's say search index is not found on the starting index, then this recursive call will start, right? So in recursive call we are passing input array, then start index plus 1. So index I'm going to increase always by 1, right? And last index would be fixed, right? So what happened, this will always increment I mean first index by 1, and always that is going to check this condition, right? So whenever elements we find that that index is going to return, right? Let's say element is not present at all in the input array, then what will happen in that case, whenever this start index will be greater than first index, then this condition will get satisfied and -1 is going to return by this algorithm, right? So let me show you. If I run this program, then here you can see let's say 5 element I'm going to take from the int board, then first element, then second element, third element, fourth element, and fifth element. Guys, one thing I would like to make it clear: if you enter the duplicate array, then first array would be returned by this algorithm, right? And here I am trying to, here 56 I have taken. Let's say I'm entering 56, right? Then I'm expecting this index to return, which is nothing but the 0 1 2. So let's say 56. So here 2 is going to return. So here there was duplicate element, right? Let's say I'm going to enter unique element always. Let's say size I'm going to specify 4, and here 12, 23, 45, 56, and let's say I'm searching 23. So index 1 is going to return, right? Let's say try with some input array. Let's say I'm taking array size 4, and at this time I'm going to try to search one element which is not present at all in this input array. Let's say I'm trying to search 123. This is going to return 123 not found in the input array. And let me, here I am not printing the index. So let's say I am printing the index over here, whatever index. So this will return always -1 if you do not if this algorithm does not find that element in the input array, then this is going to return basically -1. So let's say I'm going to take three elements, then I'm searching 1 2 3, and here you can see -1 is going to return. So guys, this is all about how we can write a linear search using a recursive approach. So recursive approach always when method call itself is called recursive approach, and here you can see all those cases are going to basically consider over here. So now if somebody asks me what's the difference between basically iterative approach and recursive approach, then in basically iterative approach we had one loop and we are just searching a key element starting from first index to last index, and whenever we find that search element in the array, that index is going to return. So if you look into the basically complexity, then time complexity is big O of worst case big O of n, right? Because you need to search into entire basically array. Time complexity in this process is still, I think, big O of n itself, because you have to again search in entire basically array, right? So let's say my array is present at the last index, right? Then you have to search into the entire array, right, throughout the entire array. So but when we talk about the space complexity, a space complexity would be greater than in with respect to iterative approach in recursive approach, because we are calling the method in again and again, same method again and again. So there would be some stack overload, right? Entire stuff is going to basically keep into the stack, so there will be some memory overload in this case. So of course iterative approach would be faster than basically recursive approach, right? So and in terms of basically a space complexity of search key always will take big O of 1 itself in here as well, right? But if you somebody asks you which is the faster I mean approach, whether iterative or recursive, of course iterative would be more faster than recursive approach. So that's all I have in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you and see you there in the next video tutorial.